pajamas, and you're welcome here. Look what we have for today. Today we have a book. I'm going to read this to you in just a minute. Did you maybe have like a rough week or a tough day at work or school? Maybe you need to relax a little bit. I get it. I'm here for you. Let's relax together. Today, let's look through this book. It's called An Anthology of Unwitting Wisdom, Aesop's Animal Fables, retold and illustrated by Helen Ward. How gorgeous is this cover? The illustration. And the title is Gilded. Let me show you. Isn't that extra special? In addition to this book, I have a couple other things here that I'd like to show you. I have my mug of tea. Mama always has a mug of tea. This is throat coat tea. And on the side of my mug is a painting by Degas of ballerinas. I'll be enjoying that tea while I read this book to you to help you relax. You know what else we have? Do you know what this is? Can you guess? Tell me what you think it is. Yeah, it's a crystal. This crystal is called amethyst. It's really pretty, isn't it? Let's hope that it amplifies our good vibes tonight, or today, or this morning, or whenever you're listening to this. Just put that back over there for now. Before we get started, I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. Alright. Let's move that out of the way so you don't have to look at it. So now, let's get into the book. I know you're dying to see what's in here. And here, this is called the title page, and it says Unwitting Wisdom, an anthology of Aesop's animal fables. And look, we were so lucky we got a copy that's signed by the author and illustrator, Helen Ward. Do you want to see that up close? Okay, hold on. It says Helen Ward. Now I bought this book for you because I know how you love stories and being read stories. I bought this book for you at a little shop called 2. The trappings of power. 3. All dressed up. All dressed up. 4. Potluck. 5. A time to dance. 6. A dinner invitation. 7. Steady and slow. 8. Upon reflection. 9. Size isn't everything. 10. Not flying, but falling. 11. Fool's gold, fool's gold. And 12. Hard cheese. Okay. So, I think I've picked a couple that I think you'll like. So let's get started relaxing. Why don't you, first before we start the first story, why don't you just take a deep breath with me? We'll breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. You ready? You want to do one more? Yeah, that helped you relax. Okay, let's do one more. You ready? Great job. Do you feel better now? Great. Alright, let's start the first story. Alright, the first story that I marked out for you is called Sour Grapes. It's the first fable on the list. Let's take a look at this illustration because it is so beautiful. Look, there's a little butterfly. Do you see the butterfly? And these are grape leaves, and here's the grapes. And you see a little creature there on the branch. What kind of creature is that? Yeah, like a little snail. So adorable. And then here's a fox kind of sulking in the corner. I think that might tell us something about how this story's gonna go. What do you think? I'm gonna read what it says on this page. It says, Sour Grapes, in which a fox tries to hide his disappointment with insults. Oh, wow. Sounds like there's a lesson to be learned here. What do you think? Let's turn the page and start to read. Settle in and get really comfy, okay? It says, there was once a bunch of particularly fine grapes hanging temptingly from a vine that had wound its way up a tree. And as is usual with such unguarded temptations, there was soon also a fox. A fox. The tantalizing fruits hung just a little higher than the fox could patience solved the fox's problem. By the evening, the dog fruits hung as resolutely from the vine as they had that morning. The shadows had lengthened by the time the fox finally turned his back on the grapes, muttering to himself that they were undoubtedly the nastiest, most horrid, disgusting, revolting, inedible, indigestible, and very probably the sourest grapes he had ever had the pleasure of not eating. And what is the moral of our story here? It is easy to despise what you cannot obtain. Interesting lesson. That was kind of a silly story with a good lesson. Do you want to hear another story? Yeah? Okay, great. Are you feeling more relaxed? Very good. I'm proud of you for making the time to relax. Here's our next story. It is called A Dinner Invitation, in which a fox, again we have the fox, I wonder if it's the same fox, in which a fox is a bad host and a hungry guest. Interesting. I'm going to take a sip of my tea before we begin. That was more like a gulp. Okay, a dinner invitation. Well, let's take a moment to just look at how gorgeous this illustration is. Do you want to look closer at the details? Yeah. Okay. Look at all the different pots and vessels, and how highly decorated they are. They are covered in pictures of birds and monkeys and other animals and bees. And here we have our fox. And he looks like he's sniffing the vessels. And over here, more vessels. And then we have what looks like a stork. Let's see what this story is all about. All right. I see some bees around the page and a little vessel with some kind of mouse. Sometimes looking at the illustrations can tell us a lot about the contents of the story before we even read. So let's begin. There was once a stork, a tall and elegant bird, very polite and refined in her habits. She moved to a new neighborhood and fairly soon received an invitation to dinner. It was from one of the local residents, a fox. So now we've met both of our characters. She knew nothing of the nature of foxes, so when she arrived for dinner, she was only a little taken aback to find every course served in shallow dishes. Showing no consideration for his guest, the fox lapped his way through the delicious meal with an all too apparent gusto. stork will do. The stork invited the fox into the dining room. He was tantalized by the wonderful smells wafting through the room. His mouth watered at the prospect of a sumptuous feast, but there was no platter of roasted meats, no dish of gravy or bowl of sauce in the room. Not one morsel of the delicious smelling food was served in anything other than tall, narrow-mouthed jars, like this one, all perfect for the long beak of a stork. Each elegant vessel, fragrant with the promise of food, stopped the fox's snout aggravatingly short of his reach. The stork appeared oblivious to his dilemma, despite the grandness of the occasion and the polite attentions of the stork. Not so much as a buttered pea passed his lips all evening. The fox went home very hungry and very perplexed. It took him quite a while to work out why he had deserved such treatment. When he finally understood, he felt no better, for he was not at all used to being outsmarted. Ah, yes. And the lesson here: do as you would be done by. Or, as I learned when I was a little kid, treat others as you would like to be treated. That is such an important lesson that we can apply in our lives. How about it? Do you want to hear one more story? Yeah. Okay. One more story. And then it's time to sleep or carry on with your day, whatever you're going to be doing. Let's relax. Let's take one more breath. Deep breath in. Okay. You ready? Okay. It is so relaxing to take a moment to decompress. Look at these beautiful creatures on these pages. We have some butterflies, and we have a hare. And the title of the story is Steady and Slow. Don't mind it if you hear the doggy in the background whining a little. He just wants to be in here relaxing with us, but he is okay. He is okay. Steady and Slow, fable number 7, in which a hare is too confident. Too confident, and you know what? I'm guessing you might be familiar with this story. Let's see. not be cruel. The tortoise suffered from the hare more than most. The hare humiliated him at every opportunity, but the tortoise was just too gentle and too slow to retaliate. Sometimes, most times, it's better not to retaliate anyway, you know. Life has a way, if you're good of heart, of letting you show that through your actions. By taking the high road. I think that's what the tortoise was going to do. Let's find out, okay? Before he could say or do anything, the hare was long gone, so the tortoise decided to challenge the hare to a race. The general population thought this was unusually stupid of the tortoise. The hare thought only how certain he was to win. But the tortoise knew what he was doing, the hare being so very predictable. Let's see what happens next. The race began, and the hare hurtled off into the distance. The tortoise plodded forward, settling his thoughts on higher things. Even when the hare hurtled back and ran a few rings around him, the tortoise felt no need to change his even, patient pace. With so little to challenge his supremacy, the hare decided to take a short nap. The nap turned into a bit of a doze. The doze into a long snooze, until the hare fell fast into proper sleep. Uh-oh. Can you see where this is going? Meanwhile, the tortoise plodded steadily on until he passed the deep dreaming hare. Past the sleeping hare. None of the general population had disturbed him. The tortoise was almost at the finishing post when the hare woke up and shook his thoughts into some sort of order. He remembered he was supposed to be winning something, a race, but it was too late. Oh, there's the tortoise. As the hare came speeding up to the finish post, the tortoise crossed the line and won. The tortoise walked past the finish line and won. The hare was thoroughly humiliated. For a long time afterward, the general population made snoring noises whenever the hare was in earshot or glanced into the distance to shout, "Tortoise coming." None of this did much to slow the hare down, but he was at least less annoying, and there was still a good chance that someday he would end up testing the hardness of a tree trunk, or the firmness of the ground at the end of a long drop, or of course the sharpness of a crocodile's teeth. In the moral of this story, slow and steady wins the race. I thought you might know that one. And you know what else I have here on our table is a piece of art that I suppose is pretty fitting. It's not a hare, it's a little bun. Isn't that pretty? It's made in watercolor. The artist is D. Rose Barba. She's a local artist. I bought this from at a festival called Compassion Fest. see it because we just read a story with the bunny in it. I'm going to show you the back of the book now. And you can see it's the illustration from one of the stories we read at dinner invitation. And there's the stork. So what did you think? Did you like this story? Did you like this storybook? Underneath the book, the dust jacket, is a picture from one of the fables we didn't read. It's a lion in a trap. He's freed by a mouse, no worries. I hope you're feeling relaxed now. If you're gonna try to go to sleep, I'll just tap on this book